first time in Singapore for many, which is a good thing on a panel. We want objectivity.
I thought what was remarkable about the ULI process, or bringing top people who are extremely busy to come 5 days, sit down in a room, go out, interview 60 people, and then at the end of the day, come out as you did with that wonderful presentation, to the PermSec, to the minister. I think that's quite incredible, and I don't think that would have happened, in any other context or situation. So I think the ULI advisory process is something that I think has impressed everyone. Yeah. I think on the government side, everybody is kind of saying, "Wow, we put in a lot of effort, but it's worth it."
Given, as you said, bringing together all these experts from around the world, because we do a lot of study when we look at investing in a shopping center, for example, but we do it with our own people. We have some consultant, but the breadth that you get here is nowhere. You can't access it in the normal circumstances.
In fact, you could never, with all the money, put together a team like that
I
either.
think so. So I think that has done wonders for the ULI brand image in our part of the world. All of a sudden, you have penetrated the government and the development community. In fact, I've really had a developer come up to me and say, "I want to sponsor the next panel in Singapore."
Yeah.
So,
Well,
so the ULI name is kind of
The panel process works because we've just presented to the minister.
Yes.
He understands that this is from a bunch of people who have ultimately no interest in the site. I mean, none. We are just an objective opinion former, and nobody's paid us. It's unlike a consultant who tries very hard to do whatever the client really wants.
The good thing I know is that Singapore's a place where it will seriously digest, workshop, and
you can be
actively
yeah,
consider
yeah.
and make it something even better than what we would have thought about.
Well, I was very apprehensive before coming. While having been the CEO of a fairly successful organization, but I wasn't trained as an urban planner, I wasn't an architect. And so there are areas that for me, I've learned a lot during the few days. But at the same time, find that I'm not deficient in contributing to the discussion, because there are just aspects that, because of how I have focused, allow me to perhaps complete the view of the entire panel.
So this was my first panel, and what I did for a start consciously was take Jeremy as chairman, his advice seriously, which was to just listen well and consider other people's views, even if you think you know the answer. And I think that for me was very, very energizing to just learn all the different views and a lot of the case studies they were all using.
I think the first timers, we've had the same reaction that we all have as a first time, that it's an incredible experience. And we'll be, I always think that the weeks I've done on panels are weeks that I will always remember.